Welcome back, Vegas. We are the go-to source for what's actually happening here in Las Vegas real estate market, and I'm your host, Trish Williams. Today, I'm joined by mortgage loan originator Tony Figueroa with Mutual of Omaha Mortgage. We are going to start with updates on mortgage rates, latest Fed decisions, what changed, what didn't, and how it impacts buyers right now. Then we're going to spend the rest of the show breaking down this new Nevada Home is Possible Worker Advantage program. A huge opportunity here in the Valley for essential workers, so stay tuned. Welcome to the show, Tony.
Oh, thanks, Trish. I made it. We're here.
Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for coming to the show. So, for those of you out there that don't know, this is Tony Figueroa with Mutual of Omaha.
It's a mouthful.
Mortgage. Mom. Mutual of Omaha Mortgage. Right. So, Tony, tell us what happened with this latest Fed decision.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like most people expected, the Fed cut their short-term overnight interest rate. There's still a little bit of a dissension between the members, a couple of them thinking we should do X and a couple of them thinking we should do Y. But essentially they did decide on a quarter of a basis point rate cut.
Okay. So over the last 3 months, we've had 3/4 of a point drop. Yeah. Yeah, and that hasn't specifically affected mortgage rates yet, though slightly.
Yeah, slightly. Typically, interest rates, mortgage rates go up after the Fed cut their short-term overnight rate. They're not really correlated directly. They're indirectly correlated. This time, not too much of movement, though.
Right. Do you think any of it had to do with the wonderful speech that Jerome gave after the rate cut?
Honestly, yeah, because it's a financial market, and most of it has to do with the opinions of people. So when they're hawkish, it sways it one way, and when they're dovish, it sways it another. So.
I know. I was like, something good, and then he just decided to top it off with something to bring everyone's spirits right back down. So
hammer it right down. Pat.
That was great.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with that speech.
A lot of people were. A lot of people are excited to see him go this year.
Yes.
Politically. Totally benign. They're just ready to see him retire and move on to greener pastures.
Yeah. He's served his term, and he has done plenty of damage during it. So current rate trends. I know you can't quote rates specifically, but where about are we?
In conventional stuff, we're in the mid to low sixes, right? We would love to see them in the high fives. For FHA and VA pricing, we're in the mid to high fives. Overall, we're better. We're near 24-month lows, which is great. To see rates lower, we're just going to have to see trends continue that are essentially not good for the American economy. We're going to have to see jobs data keep coming back and unemployment rates climbing, which they were based on last week's reporting. It really didn't sway the rates too much, though, because they wanted to ensure the accuracy of those numbers because the government was shut down for so long. Mm-hmm. All signs are pointing to those unemployment rates and data continuing to be negative, which is good for mortgage rates. Yeah. The Fed's got a dual mandate right now to keep inflation low and the economy booming, which does two completely different things. So it's kind of hard to see what the driving factor is going to be. But I really think if the economic data shows that people are out of work, we're going to see mortgage rates continue to fall, and hopefully that's the case.
Yeah, it's kind of good and bad.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to root for, right? You're like, man, I hope people are out of work.
It's
weird.
It's sad we can't have both. What about the expectations over the next 30 to 60 days? Do you have a forecast of where you think that we're going to be going? I know there's so many people that have so much optimism about 2026 and the environment that we're going to be in. What's your input from the mortgage world?
Well, I mean, I'm going to try to sound a lot smarter than I look. I mean, Dustin DeHart, my boss, who's much smarter than me, says I look like Ben Stein with these glasses. I don't think he knows what he's talking about, really, Ben Stein, which is hilarious because in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he's actually talking about tariffs in that class scene, which we can talk about that too if you want. But
there is a resemblance.
But yeah, oh my God, no. So I think honestly, looking smart, I honestly think that the outlook for rates looks good in the next 60 days. I honestly do. Yeah. I think the spring buying season will help, but I I think that the data, like I said previously, that's going to continue to come out is going to show inflation dropping and unemployment climbing, and that should be positive for mortgage rates. Now, I don't think there's going to be any major swings. All of the, talking heads and major mortgage forecasting for the next year says that stuff is going to be relatively calm, over the next 12 months. And honestly, that would be good too.
Yeah.
At a minimum, right? Some stability.
Yeah, a stable market is good. We don't, when there's too much of anything or too much demand, because we still have, and in the real estate world, we talk about this a lot, we have so many buyers that put off home buying for the last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And all of those buyers, once the market becomes somewhat attractive to purchase again, I believe they're all going to hit the market at once, and it's going to be a very busy time for us.
It will be, yeah. I couldn't agree with you more.
Which I would say, happy to see things pick up, but that dreading the chaos of it all, what it's going to look like once that happens.
Yeah, right. It's like kind of like Vietnam. You got to go through when that time comes. It's like. Yeah, it's it's a lot of work.
So a lot of buyers out there are waiting for the perfect rates. Ideally, I would love to see rates in the 4s again. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think the happy medium of where it's going to get some movement is those low 5s.
Me too, same. I think that magic number really where people feel like they're getting a decent price and they're not being taken to the woodshed, so to speak, is that like 5.5% interest rate,
yeah,
right?
Probably about 5.5.
Right, they see that with no points. They're going to come. I really think they're going to come in droves up towards to around 5 million buyers flooding the market. And overall, I we still don't. You could talk on this a little bit more than I do. You have got better numbers, but I really don't think that we've still got that many homes to kind of sustain that demand. I see home prices jumping with that many people coming back into the market with lower rates.
Yeah, inventory's up, but it's going to take, if we get enough buyers in this market, it'll get taken up
fast,
really fast. Yeah. So when we come back, we're going to talk about a new program that's here in Nevada, and we're going to dive into that, and that's definitely going to help get some of that inventory off the market. So we will talk about that. Stay tuned.
Hey Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composer's Room. We bring you non-stop entertainment infused with the vibrant spirit of Las Vegas. Our tavern serves the best drinks in town. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composer's Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
On the Strip, built on legends, the real magic totally happens right here. Step inside the Magician's Room, where world-class illusionists and mind-bending mentalists make the impossible happen, like inches from your seat. Fast, fun, unforgettable. This is Vegas magic, up close. The Magician's Room, at the Link Promenade in Las Vegas. Step inside and leave reality at the door.
Looking for a night out that's pure Vegas? Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, voted best comedy club in Las Vegas. Located at the Link Promenade, just steps from the High Roller, it's your ticket to big laughs from top comics handpicked by Jimmy Kimmel himself. No two shows are alike. Every night's a headliner, and every seat's a great one. Get your laughs at the best. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. Only in Vegas. Only at the Link.
Every home has a story. What's yours? From your first home to your forever home. Trish Williams helps you write each chapter. Real estate is about the life you build. Hire Trish to be part of your story. Trish Williams, Keller Williams Realty. License S.01755530. Call 702-308-2878. Start your next chapter today.
Welcome back, Vegas. So, Tony, we have a new program here in the Valley, It is the Home is Possible Worker Advantage program. Let's talk
Yes.
about that.
Yeah, it's a great program. Home is Possible is a program that's been in Nevada for a long time.
Yeah.
They have other down payment assistance programs, but this one is special.
Yes. Why is it special?
It's special because they give you the $20,000 in assistance, right?
Okay.
It's not tiered. It's just a flat $20,000.
Okay.
You just have to be one of their, it's what they've qualified or deemed as an essential worker, right? So the list is long, but it includes a lot of trades. It includes, carpenters, drywallers, electricians, people that work for the school system, all the way down to custodial, to bus drivers. You don't just have to be a teacher to get it, which is great,
That
right?
is great. And I've seen a lot of these down payment assistance programs over the years since I've been in real estate, and specialty programs. There's always programs for first responders. Always been some type of program out there for teachers. Home is Possible's always had a teachers plan for the last few years, and not yet have I seen one for construction workers. So I was pretty excited to see that added in there.
Neat, right?
Yeah, because they were essential workers during the COVID shutdown, and most construction workers had to stay at it and even work more because they were building like crazy.
God knows we need them now. We need them to build more homes, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And what's really cool about this version or this program, their down payment assistance program, is that you can take the money and you can allocate it in several different ways, right?
Yes.
Whereas before, you could only use it for the down payment and the closing costs if any was left over. Now you can buy down the interest rate with it. That's super powerful, especially in the market that we've been dealing with the last 3 years with high interest rates.
Yeah.
To get somebody a 5% interest rate, with no money out of their pocket is huge.
Yeah, no, that is a huge benefit, and it's being able to use those funds for it that you don't, we can always use seller credits, but a lot of buyers want their closing costs paid by sellers. So getting closing costs plus credits for a buy down is a very hard thing to get through.
It is.
So
it is.
it's having the assistance is awesome.
It's huge. As well as the VA. We don't really have USDA in Clark County, right? But just in talking about Las Vegas in particular, the VA is usually the only loan that you can get, that offers a true zero down, right? Right. And there's a seller credit, and then you could cover everything. This is one of those ones where you can get a really low interest rate, cover the whole down payment.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Seller credit, walking out with zero down.
And it has the option for FHA or conventional.
Yeah, it's
so
FHA
you
and
can
conventional.
choose your loan type, because some people will, there's definitely pros and cons to each program. So some people will want to choose conventional over FHA. I know with the teacher program that Home is Possible has, they only offered that through FHA, and I know some people didn't want it just specifically because it was FHA. They wanted the conventional option,
right?
So they could remove PMI later on down the road.
Exactly. You're stuck in it for the life of the loan with FHA. You got to refinance to get out of it if you put 3.5% down, right? And why pay the upfront mortgage insurance premium if you don't have to? That's money you have to spend regardless.
Absolutely.
So yeah, this one gives you both options, so it's really strong. Same stuff as the other down payment assistance options with Home is Possible, 680 credit scores, capped on debt to income ratio, but still a lot of flexibility. We've got
traditional criteria for besides the essential worker part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, and then this is a non-forgivable loan. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's not once upon a time Nevada Home is Possible. I want to live the glory days.
Those were the days,
yes. Right? The grants.
Immediately,
grant
a year. You could refinance in a year when it first came out. So
yeah. They would just give you the money. We bring that back, will you? But nowadays it's it's still good. It's assistance, right? So it's 0%. It's it just kind of stays there as a silent second behind the loan. So as you pay your first, you have to pay it back at some point in time.
Yeah, so whether you refinance or if you sell the home,
Correct.
any of those would trigger an event where the money you got would need to be paid back.
Yep, and if you were in the mortgage for 30 years, which nobody ever is now, if you are and you're out there, please contact us. We want to give you a medal, and if you paid it off at the end, it would be a balloon payment, and that would just be something that you would handle at that time. You can also, people don't know, if you're, life is good and you're making more money and, you're able able to pay it down ahead of time, you can chip away at it at any time you want. It doesn't have any prepayment penalties. But I wouldn't suggest that just because it's 0% interest. I would just say pay it off the refi or sale.
So it's not a second mortgage where you have interest that you're paying and a payment that you're paying for it. It's just a silent second that sticks there and you have to pay it. So it's essentially the same as getting like a VA loan where it's 0% down, where that entire balance is going to be there.
Yeah.
So it's not, if you're getting the $20,000, that instead of that $20,000 being out of pocket cash you put in, it's a balance that's going to be on the loan. So it works the same as a zero down program.
It's a perfect analogy. Yeah.
Yes.
It's exactly the same. So it's just part of your loan amount. It's the same as a zero down program. That's it.
Yeah, and it just helps you with the liquidity of getting into a home now without needing to come up with all the cash up front. One of the things that I talk with buyers a lot when we're out shopping and in this market where seller concessions are a thing, a lot of times I talk to buyers about what's better, to get money off the price or to get money in closing cost. And I say, well, the closing cost is cash out of pocket. So for me, I would rather keep $10,000 in my pocket if the seller is going to pay it, and that to me has more impact than saving $20 on the mortgage.
I mean, the savings is so minuscule. You'd have to be in the loan forever. It's like 14 years to add up to that money. So I mean, you're definitely giving your buyers the best advice possible.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, use it towards the closing cost and keep your reserves, because your reserves can help you with home repairs. It could help you with just having reserves.
Future mortgage payments.
Future mortgage payments, everything. So,
and full disclosure, real quick, I know we're pressed for time, but this loan officer got his first house with down payment assistance funds.
Well, good. So it's a proven strategy that works. So
it is.
Yeah. When we come back after break, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, about like approved lenders, how you get into the program, how you get started, and we'll give you guys some more information. So stay tuned.
Hey Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composer's Room. We bring you non-stop entertainment infused with the vibrant spirit of Las Vegas. Our tavern serves the best drinks in town. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composer's Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
On the Strip, built on legends, the real magic totally happens right here. Step inside the Magician's Room, where world-class illusionists and mind-bending mentalists make the impossible happen, like inches from your seat. Fast, fun, unforgettable. This is Vegas magic, up close. The Magician's Room, at the Link Promenade in Las Vegas. Step inside and leave reality at the door.
Looking for a night out that's pure Vegas? Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, voted best comedy club in Las Vegas. Located at the Link Promenade, just steps from the High Roller, it's your ticket to big laughs from top comics handpicked by Jimmy Kimmel himself. No two shows are alike. Every night's a headliner, and every seat's a great one. Get your laughs at the best. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, only in Vegas, only at the Link.
Every home has a story. What's yours? From your first home to your forever home, Trish Williams helps you write each chapter. Real estate is about the life you build. Hire Trish to be part of your story. Trish Williams, Keller Williams Realty. License S.01755530, call 702-308-2878. Start your next chapter today.
Welcome back. So, Tony, one of the things about this program that is very important is that it's limited.
It is. It is. So it's not gonna be around forever,
Yes.
right? Yeah, and as much as we would love it to, but it's there's about 18 million that's left in total. I'm not sure if that's left as of this day, but that's how much they had.
Okay.
And they're estimating it's going to help about 900 families.
Right. So every buyer doesn't have to take the full 20,000.
Correct.
They can take up to 20,000.
Correct.
So if their scenario doesn't need a full 20,000, they take whatever they need for whatever purposes they need to. use
Yeah,
it towards.
absolutely. Yeah. You also have to be, some of the other intricacies, you have to be a Nevada resident for the last 6 months.
Okay.
I just got to the finish line on one, and she had sent me her passport as identification, and then I asked for her Nevada ID because I had to get the clear to close letter from Nevada Home as possible. But it still works. She had a Nevada ID.
Okay,
she is a
good.
Nevada resident. I asked that up front. But if you're a Nevada resident and you've been here 6 months and you don't have a Nevada ID yet, make it happen.
Oh, yes.
Because if you don't have the Nevada ID, they won't issue the clear to close letter.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
big deal.
It is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And also, so they're estimating about 900 families for this program altogether.
Yep.
And the program itself, there's a class that has to be taken.
There is, and it's one of several first-time homebuyer courses. Fannie Mae's got one, Freddie Mac's got one. I mean, there's 30 I could throw at you, and they're all really easy. You don't have to pass with flying colors.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay attention. We don't want you not taking the class. I don't want
Yeah.
to get in trouble, but yeah.
Watch the video.
Watch the video. Yeah.
About how
Stay
long
in front
is-
of the computer. I mean, they say 3 hours, but I've taken it myself, and I've done it in just a little over an hour. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So like
It's
3
not s-
hours if you're slow at watching.
Right. If
Yeah.
you're slow at watching, if you like to take your time and bathroom breaks, about 3 hours. But yeah, it's not splitting atoms. I swear, it's easy.
All right. Good. So far, have you seen a lot of high demand for the program?
I have, honestly. I did a little mini commercial on social media about it to get the word out to my agents. I sent some emails, and the buzz about it has been very, very, favorable. There's just been a lot of talk. People are excited. Had some people qualify, had some people not qualify.
Yeah.
But overall, I've probably had 9 or 10 pre-approvals
Yeah.
already on it because it's moving.
I think I sent you 4, and it just started on
You
December
did.
1st.
Trish, you are by far and away the hustler of the. Yeah, you were out there spreading the love,
Telling
spreading the word,
everybody
helping
about it.
everybody. Yeah.
No, it's whenever we don't see programs like this come across often,
Right.
And
So
whenever
how
they
special
do,
it
I
is.
really do try to get the word out to everybody because we need this. We need something that can help people that are struggling to get in, people that are trying to save the money, people that just need that extra bit of help to get there.
The people that are essential to our communities, that help our children, that build our homes, and that maybe don't have the opportunity in this world with the ever inflationary, environment we're living in.
Yeah.
To get some help. It's awesome.
Yes, and usually when we have these programs, we have low inventory and it's a struggle to find the home because there's a
Right.
rush for not just to get pre-approved and get started on it, but there's a rush to get locked into contract. Your funds are not reserved until you're in contract.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's one of the things. If you're pre-approved and you're not looking for homes, then you gotta get a move on because it's. You could have that pre-approval, but it's not worth anything until you get the funds reserved. I actually have to go in, enter your information, tie it to an address. There's really no gaming the system, so you have to go in and you got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and usually there's a mad rush and low inventory, so it's offers after offers after offers, just trying to get locked into contract. Now that we have a good amount of inventory, buyers have options, and it is I've shopped over the years with buyers through these down payment assistance programs that are available that are limited, and it's usually it's just usually such a rush and such a trial. Just keep on trying, don't get discouraged. And this time it's very pleasant. There's a lot of inventory. Things are just coming together and working out. So
And you're able to negotiate some closing costs on some of these.
Yeah.
So
and
they're
when
really
you
coming in
negotiate
with
closing costs with this program, it's hardly anything out of pocket. So buyers are happy, and I love my world when buyers are happy.
Same.
So
Same.
So
I'm
that
getting ready
is
to buy another house. I'm getting excited over here.
yeah, that is it's exciting. It's an exciting program. What do buyers need to do to get prepped for this? What's first steps?
First steps is to contact a lender. I would love for that to be me.
Lender.
I would be a
Yes.
lender. So first step would be to call or email me.
Yes.
And the process is much as the same as it always is. It's a quick questionnaire. It takes 5 or 10 minutes. It's going to ask your name and your social, your birthday. Try to get that stuff right. Just get the application submitted. Send your loan officer, me, send them some tax returns, some W-2s, some pay stubs, depending on what you do. I can obviously give you that list as well.
Yeah.
And then it's a quick turnaround. If you give me the documentation, I can turn around a pre-approval to you in less than a day.
Yeah, you usually have them
hours.
to me within 24 hours, so I
Right.
appreciate that. And not every lender has access to this program.
It's true. It's true. You have to be a certified lender with Nevada Home as Possible. As the loan officer, you also have to take a training. So just because the bank is doesn't mean the loan officer is. But I am certified, and so is Mutual of Omaha, so that is not an issue.
Yes, so
Yeah.
if you're looking for a lender and you need someone to reach out to, you call Tony, and Tony can help get you through this
Pick me.
this program and help get you started and get it locked in, because the locked in part of it is huge.
It is, and it's it won't again. It's going to sound like a sales pitch, but it won't be
It's
around.
not.
It's not. It won't be around forever, and when it's gone, we don't know when it'll come back. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to get it either. That's the other thing. People think, oh well, I don't qualify for that because I have to be a first-time home buyer.
Yeah.
You don't have to be.
Let's talk about that. So you don't have to be a first-time home buyer, but do you not own a home within the last 3 years? Is that
Well,
the criteria?
technically that's the criteria of a first-time home buyer. So
Okay.
this property you just have to live in it. So it has to be for owner occupancy.
Primary.
Right? Owner occupancy only. They're not going to finance you building a real estate portfolio, but as long as this is a house you're going to live in and an increase in familial size, if you already own a home, you can get access to these funds.
As long as you don't own that home on the day of closing, or are you allowed to still own another home?
You're allowed to still own another home.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's pretty big. That's usually you don't even see that as an option for down payment assistance.
A lot of people don't realize that you do not have to be a first-time home buyer to build a house. It's just tied to the occupancy.
Oh, wow, as long as it is your primary residence. So
Yeah.
if you currently have a condo or a townhome, then if you're buying this other home, you could still use that program.
Exactly.
Wow. And what about income?
Income, there are income limits. They are higher than the usual income limits of Home as Possible, which is great. I am totally going to blow it here and not remember exactly what the income limit is. It just came out 2 weeks ago, so it's roughly 120 to 130,000.
Yeah, I think it was 80% of the median area income.
It's a little bit over the 80%.
Oh, okay.
I think it's over like 120. So it's
Wow.
it's high. It's
So that's
really high.
good.
So typically with these programs, you're seeing limits at 80%, like
Yeah.
the One Plus, which is the Fannie sponsored Rocket program that we also offer.
Yeah.
That one is capped at the 80% income limit, and this one is not. It's pretty high.
That's phenomenal.
And if you have a non-occupant co-borrower on the loan to help you qualify for the debt-to-income ratio, you don't have to count their income towards the income limit.
Oh, that's amazing too.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
That is really amazing. So, Tony, how do people get in touch with you?
Well, I've got a cell phone,
No, really? What's the number?
702-701, and like your favorite Taylor Swift album, 1989.
Oh, wow! And you know the Taylor Swift album.
That's scary. I don't know
That's
why.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm married. That's all the only excuse I've got there. Yeah, 702-701-1989, and it's my first letter of my first name, last name, T Figueroa at mutualmortgage.com.
And you guys can reach me at 702-308-2878. I'm Trish Williams, Keller Williams Realty. Catch us here every week on Hey Vegas TV. Our show streams twice a day, so please check us out, follow us, and if you want to contact me directly, you contact my link tree at realtycheck.vegas. Realtycheck.vegas. You can connect with me on socials and send listener questions right there. So see you guys next time.